go to Bonita.
Okay, if they say 50% said yes, then that area in the blues, the blue area that on your map there, that will go, except for your side of the street, that area will go to become
Bonita.
annexed by Bonita Springs.
Okay.
Basically,
So it
you're
just
saying
comes
the
out.
left of the line.
Coconut Road will become the dividing
Road
line
above.
if
On the
they
right,
vote
if
to
you
go
want
with.
to
Okay, then they aren't
Bonita
gonna do
Springs.
that. I can't imagine they're gonna do that, but they could.
So basically, they'd end up just like Naples, North Naples, and Bonita Springs. Half of one side of Vanderbilt is Naples, and the other half is Bonita Springs.
So that's what it is, you know. And the point is that we will have, people know it will be within the borders, and we'll have the coconut wall in our area, but it hurts and those people. And it just doesn't make, it's not common sense to say that we allow another community to come into this community and take the land so they can have a higher
Will that
tax.
do anything for our taxes?
Lower.
For your what?
Our
Taxes,
taxes.
it won't,
Oh.
it won't raise them, but it could possibly lower our
If
taxes.
they took that area, that would lower your taxes substantially. Think about it, the mall is $1 billion tax
Well,
base.
that's why everybody wants the mall, they want the other thing coming in, everybody wants a piece of the pie, so.
That's the story.
Another cream.
So, when you hear the story about Bonita Springs, no, that has no intentions at all. And if you can see on your map, it's pretty clear what this is all about. And your three communities would be a real key, because then they would be directly contiguous across the street from the mall. And then they would have big contentions about saying, wait, let's stop this whole thing. Those three communities wanted to stay in Bonita Springs, so sorry, we want to now get more into this area. That's why we want to make it clear that that's not the case. That's,
I have a question. How about the Marsh Landing and the Fountain Lakes? How do
that's
they
all,
fit?
that's not even in contention.
Not, okay.
Not even contention, yeah.
It would be though,
If they had us.
the underlying hidden agenda of Bonita Springs is they want to go all the way to Williams Road. They want to go all the way to Williams Road. That's why they keep talking about El Dorado Acres, Meadows, and Coconut Shores. They get that, then they leap to Marsh Landing, then Fountain Lakes, and then West Bay, and, you know, up to
And my guess would be this,
Williams Road.
and I would tell you I'm a former
That's
mayor.
their
My guess,
agenda.
my guess is this. My guess is that people in Fountain Lakes would want to stay in Estero, and so if it came to a vote, so my guess is that Bonita Springs would say, okay, look, we don't want to bother with Fountain Lakes and other thing. All we want to do is talk about the mall, whether the mall owners would be the key people in that factory, you know? Be a lot of residents, but they probably would own more than 70% of the property. And they would go and make all kinds of deals with them, and they would take them all. So they know they're not going to get the residents, but this is a landowner's piece of property. They probably say, let the Brooks stay in there, let the people on the other side. But we want them all, you know, and hurts.
Yeah,
So
it's-
we have to make it clear to them, sorry, this is not the case. We want to stay in Estero. Here's the papers, and I'm sure the state delegation is going to say to Bonita Springs, look, here are the communities, they signed off on it, so this is the mission that we have to get done.
And when does this all have to come to fruition? I mean, when does the tally of all the petitioners have to be in?
Good question. December 3rd is the state delegation. We'd like to get it done by the middle of November, so we know where we are. And I made up this timeline for all you people to know what the so the September 2nd.
Only if it counts. This is supposed to be counts, but we can do for November 4th. Okay.
September 2nd papers have all been turned in. Now we're in the petition stage, and so that's what we're looking to get
Yeah.
done now, okay? So, if we could, all of you, if you haven't signed up, if you can sign up on the petition tonight, I'm gonna leave you, Bill.
And that's the right
I
to
did on the
vote.
computer, but I'll sign it again.
No, don't do it again.
No, this is the
If
one.
you haven't signed up, then sign the petition.
Which one is new?
This is the new one.
Is that the right
No,
to
no, no.
vote, or,
No.
okay,
Huh?
that's the right to vote?
This is the regular petition for,
Oh, this is
That was
regular.
the same as what was on the computer.
exactly the same.
Oh, okay, all right, sorry.
So if you haven't been on the computer, if you sign it now, you don't have to get on the computer. Okay, so that's a simple thing there. So,
I
that's
signed
the real, that's the,
That's the right to vote.
that's right.
That's
Here's
the
the
right to
document.
vote.
Well, that is the petition for
Take a copy
the,
of
this is the petition for the, on the computer.
We
To
don't,
put it on the website, there's no reason it's
No,
not.
I never, I mean, you can't sign it because it's on the computer, but,
Yeah, but you can just sign,
Oh, I can
if
do
you've
it.
been on there, don't duplicates. This is the one for the computer, the one around the computer, the right to vote, this is the one.
yeah.
That's the one that you,
You know, you're just given it, we give the email address, there's no way to sign it because you're on the computer. You have
Right.
to actually have a
but
signature.
you're not, just have to know those three things if you haven't been on the computer, that's all you have to do.
signing it on the computer means filling out the form. You don't actually sign
Yeah,
anything.
that's what I mean.
So
Okay,
if
they
you
don't
did
need
the
an
computer
actual
thing,
signature.
no, so you're
And then
good,
we'll
But the
put
fact
it
that you
on
put
the
in your
website.
email address and so forth.
yeah.
So,
Yeah,
the
we
other
can
one-
put that on
the other one-
website.
the other one, keep to your side, Bill, and members of it, put that aside, and we'll take that the next step. Right now, the key thing is to try to get this one signed here, and then we'll come back and go over that one there after.
Okay,
after we've
who
got
needs
that
to
one.
sign this?
Yes.
Who needs to sign this? The people that are
Anybody who
present here?
hasn't, anybody who hasn't been on the computer.
That's
Okay.
different than this.
And what about this one?
You can sign that, but keep that, Bill, and then we're gonna do that after we get this one out of the way.
Okay, so, you need, if you have
Then we can do a
sign that.
verification, a tally of everybody from Meadowbrook, there's 214 homes. You get a tally, and then we'll see who didn't,
I'm gonna
and
send it.
approach them again.
Every 2 weeks, they send it to me. I'll take it off, copy it off.
Which one are you signing?
I signed that.
Assuming every household has 2 people, we need 400
Okay, so let me
signatures.
have
We should
one.
have.
Both homeowners can vote?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
Yes.
just one.
No, we want everybody in
Everybody,
Meadowbrook
even
to
your
sign it.
Resident.
Well, let me
Even
take
if
one
they're
out.
over
I'll
18,
let
if
you
they're
sign that.
if they're over 18 years old, they can vote.
If they live in another
Resident.
country, they can
18
vote.
right.
18 and above. It isn't just
The
registered voters.
Laraveras can vote also. They can, Anne
We're
Renters.
Marie,
gonna have you people sign that.
Anne Marie, the
We're gonna have to
Laraveras,
sign
the
it. We'll have to
foreign
worry
people
about
can
putting it
sign
on
this
the
one.
computer.
Okay.
So
Sign.
everybody can sign. You don't have to be a
Right.
registered
You
voter, you don't have to
registered
be,
voter to sign any of them.
One thing we do at Stony Brook is that we have a petition at the community center. And you probably have a center where they can come in and
no.
you can put it on the bulletin.
They don't
No,
have one.
we have no amenities.
Well,
They don't
we
have-
have our bulletin
Well,
board.
Billy,
Yeah, but people can't
Jim, you
really
got one.
sign.
Yeah, no,
You can
yeah.
put one on a bulletin board and have them sign
George,
it.
my
Because
husband's
people like them,
Yeah.
they don't have the,
I need Lars to
Andy
sign
just
this.
signed
Hey,
This
Jim,
again. I
Jim?
signed one, but they started.
Yes.
Last night at the commissioners' meeting, Commissioner Pendergrass said that they are planning for the village, to lose the money from the village of Estero.
yes, they have.
So they are, I mean, we're definitely a donor, but they are sort of expecting us to be gone,
Well,
You guys don't need to sign this.
or budgeting for us to be gone.
I'll tell you, the question is,
It won't affect the 2013-14 budget.
No, that's done, that was done last
That-
night.
so you guys, the question that Marlene brings up is a valid question that people might ask you. What is the county,
There's extra ones in there.
what do the county commissioners have to do with this? Okay? And the county commissioner is the only,
No?
the only thing the county commissioners have to do with this here is that they pay for the election, November 4th. So they have a right to say, we're gonna put up the money for this or not, okay? However, if you look at your time frame there, if it gets approved in the state legislature in March, then the state legislature is saying, you have to go forward with this election. And State is over municipal, county is over municipality, so they have to go forward, so it's a very slight chance now. If it's approved in the state legislature, Mark, that they will say they can't do it. So most of the county commissioners, you're right, are saying now, well, we presume that Estero's going to get
Now,
incorporated.
Jim, you want these, right?
I want this one here.
Okay, this is the community of Meadowbrook,
Yes,
and
that's
this,
the community one.
This
This is
is,
the one I want, this is the one that's on the internet.
yeah, but we don't want us to sign.
Anyone who
If I
has-
already went on the
If
computer.
you signed it already, don't sign it.
and is this one per household, or is this
Then-
anybody who lives in the household?
And then so you keep.
Anybody who
these
lives
here,
in the
and then
household.
that's the
18 or
beginning of
above,
your petition, you get the
18 or
people
above.
in the community to say, we don't want to be in it. Okay.
If- Yeah, this is a different one, this is different than that.
But you already did yours, this is
Annie,
it.
just Bill signed it.
Okay.
Okay, how we doing?
So I want to tell you this, being a former mayor, I learned a long time ago that your time is precious, and so I try to keep my comments as quick as possible. So if you have no questions, I'm going to have these nice people over here sign the petition, and take whatever you have there, and I'll turn those in. And if you will just get these people to start with the petition on the internet and sign these. I brought it up here for each one of you guys to go to your neighbors and say, sign this here.
I know you guys get more, just give it to me.
All right, we'll try to fill it up.